Hi and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you one way of using list.numbers in the Power Query. So I'll go to Data tab, Get Data from Other Sources, blank query. And in the formula bar, you can type in equal sign and then list.numbers. And then the first requirement is the starting point. So I will use 0 as my starting point. And then comma, it requires a count or the count of rows. Then I will use 5 here. And then the increment will be 30. The last part will be the increment. And then close it, enter, and there you have your list here. Now to make it useful, I will turn it as a reference table in my Aging of Receivables report. I will make this list here as a table and then make a label, another column for past due days like 1 to 30 days, 31 to 60 days, and so on. So to do that, I will right click the list here and then to table and then OK. And then let's rename it. Let's call it the days. And then I will add 2 index column here. So I will add column and then index column from 0 and then another index column from 1. That's it. Let's rename the index here as index 2. So the reason why I have 2 indices here is because I will merge this table on its own using this 2 index. So I will have to go to the Home tab and then merge queries and then choose the index 2 here, the one that starts with 1, and then choose again the table, query 1, and then choose index that starts with 0, left outer, OK. And then in this table, I will expand it and then uncheck this use original column name as prefix and then retain just the days and then OK. That's it here. As you can see, these are the next row value, 30 days, 60 days, and so on. Let's rename it as days 2. OK. Now I will have to add one final column here so that we can have the label. So I will add column and then custom column and then let's call it the past due. And then I will write if statement and then let's work on the null value here. So there will always be a null at the last row. So if days 2 is equal to null here, then I will have over and then the last days and then days. So in this case, over 120 days. So I will have that kind of text in my label. So I will have over in double quote, over and then space, an ending quote, and then an ampersand. And then I will need the days column here to get the 120. And then I will convert it into a text that from, and then an ampersand again. And then the word days, so space and then days in double quote. Else, if everything is normal, then I will have the days column here plus 1, and then let's make it as a text again. We will do concatenation again, and then an ampersand, and then a dash. So in double quote, space, dash, space, and then ending quote, an ampersand again, and then the days 2 here, days 2, and then again text that from, and then an ampersand again, and then the word space, and then days. That's it. Okay. And there you have the labels here. Now you can remove the index, and then the index 2 and days 2 column, right click, and then remove columns. That's it. Now let's rename it as the formula for past due days label. Okay, and then let's make it dynamic so that you can create your own list of numbers here based on your rows and then increments. So I will go to the View tab and then Advanced Editor, and in here I will replace the count, which is the 5, and the increment. So I will have 2 variables before the let. So I will have count as a number, and then the other one is increment as number, and then close it. The final output is as any, and then a go to sign like this, and then replace the 5 with a count, and then the 30 into increment, and then done. That's it. Now let's try this function. Let's have the original example 5 and then 30. Invoke the function. There you have it. That's the label that we want. Now let's try it again. Double click the source. Let's have 6 rows and then an increment of 60 days. Okay, and that's it. Now you can make a connection out of it or put it in a spreadsheet. You can do that. So in my next video, I'm going to use it as a reference table in my Aging of Receivables report. So that's it. In the meantime, I'm finished here. I'm done. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button and see you next time, and thanks.